Hey basketball players, today I'm going to talk to you about some different tips that I can give you so that you can play small forward a lot better. Now, let's get down to it. There's going to be 3 tips in this video, and I'm going to go through each one, but really quickly, the first tip is going to be different cuts. Second tip is going to be different attack moves, and then the third thing is going to be how to shoot off the catch. Now the first cut is going to be a Vika. This is a very simple cut. You're going to start in the wing, you're going to run down, you can even have your hand up to the low post, and then just like a V, you're going to be popping back out with the right hand so that when you catch that ball, you're ready and you can take that shot. Now, to take that shot, there is different footwork. There's also different footwork from this cut to drive to the rim. So if you're looking to take that shot, then what you want to do is come out, you want to plant that right foot, turn, and then plant that left foot and take that shot. So really quickly, it's going to look like this. And then you take that shot. Now, if you want to drive, there's a few different options. So you can get that ball, land on your left foot first. That's going to be a good pivot foot. You could land on both and you'll have either option. But if you want to go right, pivot foot is left, turn and attack. Now the benefit to this is it's a nice quick move where if your defender is right on your back, you come out and then you attack right away. Now he has to change directions quickly, and obviously he has to now try and play catch up on you. Now, another option is if your defender is on the left side of you when you're coming up on the right side, you still receive that pass. What you want to do is have your right foot as a pivot foot so you can turn and turn back the other direction or the opposite direction. You want to spin off of your defender, and that's going to allow you to have an open lane. Now, you could land on both feet as well. That's an option. Now you can go either left or right. It all comes down to your situation in game. You can practice all 3 if you would like. Now another option is the L cut. So this is if you're coming back down the floor onto offense. You're going to run down the middle, or the side of the key. Now personally, I like to have my players post up for 1 second, especially if there's a defender on them or not even on them. Post up for a second and then pop out with your hand ready. That way you may be ready to take that corner shot. The reason why I'm saying I like to have a post up down there is, especially if you're running a 5-out offense, I always like to have a player run down into the post really quickly, because we want to get paint touches. This is going to allow us to collapse the zone defense in on the low post player, even though we may be playing a 5-out or whatever it may be, but this is going to allow us to collapse the defense. You always want to have a paint touch every possession if you're playing against a zone defense. So that's why quick post up, nothing there, then you pop out and you may receive the ball for a shot. Now footwork would be the same as the V cut for you to take your shot or for you to drive. There's also the baseline cut. So this is if you were cutting from one wing to the other, and you would be cutting baseline. Sometimes what you'll have here is a double post, and you'll have 2 post players screening for you for when you pop out. That's one option. If you have 2 post players, you may decide to snake your way through or an S cut through them. That's a possibility. So keep all those options open. But the main idea here is this is going to be most likely a cut that you'll use if you're playing against a zone defense and you're trying to swing the ball back around the perimeter. And by you doing a baseline cut, you may be wide open for a wing shot way over here. And anytime you can get an open shot, that's a very good thing in reality. But for footwork, same idea as for the V cut. And then you also want to have some great attack moves as well. And that's what we're going to get into right now. So some great 1 to 2 dribble attack moves. You don't want to go past 2 dribbles. That's just going to get too complicated. And once you start dribbling too much, you're going to be having the possibility of double teams, triple teams, and it's just not fun. So first attack move, whether you come out and you catch that ball and attack right, or if you come out and you do a spin, doesn't matter, this move's gonna work. So if you spin left or you attack left, all this is a one dribble, cross, one dribble, 1, 2, and up. Now you can even cut this down even more, and instead of it being 3 dribbles, you can even cut it down to 2. So you can be coming off, you can get that spin, 1, 2, and then up for the layup. And that way it's only 2 dribbles in that case. Now, whether you're attacking towards your left or right side, depending on your side that you're on, or you're spinning off of your defender baseline, this next move is really useful. So it's just a 1 hard pound dribble. You want to get a mid-range shot. And the reason why you want to do a really hard pound dribble is because now that's going to make your defender think that you're going to be driving towards the rim, and he's going to be giving you just a little bit more space so that he can beat you down to the block. So 1 hard pound dribble and you take your shot, that's going to open up a lot of opportunities. And the same thing will work on the left side, and then you'll take your shot. So shooting off the catch doesn't have to be hard. A lot of players struggle with it. This is one of the things that I was actually really good at. The one thing that I always struggled with was dribbling up and taking a shot. So for me, this is really simple, and what we're going to be looking at doing is really just spinning the ball to ourselves in practice, planting that inside foot, turn, and take that shot. Now when you're doing this, you really want to kick that foot down, the right foot in this case if you're turning right. If you're turning left, it'll be the left foot, because what you really want to have happen is all this forward momentum that you're having, and you're stopping really quickly by kicking that foot down hard. That's going to allow you to stop your momentum that way and put it upwards, put it into your shot. That way you can have a quicker jump up for your shot, but also a little bit quicker of a release as well. Now if you're popping out towards the corner, let's say from a baseline cut, now footwork could be the same, and is the same, and all you really want to do is plant that right foot, turn left, right, up. Now, you're going to see some referees commenting down below saying that's a travel. Ask them if they've ever actually called that a travel, because yes, I agree, it could be classified as a travel, but you are allowed 2 steps when you shoot. It's the same as catching that ball for a layup, right, left, up, without having to dribble. So keep that in mind. Anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you guys again next time.